Welcome to and a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Toronto. They're moving on up. 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And I think the Nets, they came into this season with a plan, and the execution has been at an elite level. That's how they've quickly ascended to that #1 spot.
And we've been seeing MP putting a lot of effort into his offense. He's made it his mission to be the guy who carries the bulk of their scoring duties.
And that's exactly what he's been doing. I mean, he's as motivated as a player can be. And this is the kind of impact that not many guys are capable of having. The energy and effort he's playing with isn't easy to maintain, but if anybody can keep it up, it's MP.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Alexander Walker in at shooting guard and CRAZZZZY at the small forward. Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. And it's Young in at the 1. Greg, how about this matchup we have here tonight? Two teams that really like to shoot the 3.
It's going to be a shootout, Kevin. Something we see more and more of in today's NBA. I think whichever team makes more threes wins this one.
Now, here is Young, following the miss by MP. There's the 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Got to contest MP from out there. He is more than capable from 3.
Pass to CRAZZZZY. The basket good off the assist from Young. And it's 6 points for CRAZZZZY.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, MP.
They say defense wins championships. Well, it also wins awards, and his defense during this stretch has been nothing short of jaw-dropping. He has been disruptive with his challenges and has accounted for a metric ton of turnovers with his ball hockey. You have to give it up to this man.
And so here's Atlanta. Following the miss by MP. Young against MP. CRAZZZZY wide open. Another 3 for Atlanta.
He's got a nose for the bucket. CRAZZZZY ready to go. Once he got it.
MP outside. Beyond the arc. Another miss by MP. The Hawks leading by 3. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. He knows they're in for a tough matchup against Trae Young. Coach told me Trae is an offensive savant, but we have to find a way to disrupt his game. We're going to throw some length at him, pick him up once he crosses half court, and pound him on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Now Young, following the 3-point attempt by MP. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. CRAZZZZY's got 12 in the game. The 3 from MP. Rebound, Atlanta. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Well, and the bottom line is they just had too many unfavorable.
Good, another from 3.
And all season long, he's been nothing but money from beyond the arc.
You're right. He's been nothing short of amazing for him as he edges closer to third most three-pointers in a single season. The Hawks leading. CRAZZZZY with it. Now defended by MP. And Okongwu slams it in.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Well, MP has been very aggressive here, looking for his own offense, generating great results.
Alexander Walker finds Young. CRAZZZZY sets the screen for Young. And the dunk by CRAZZZZY.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
Young's shot is good.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
A 3 from MP. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Atlanta making a switch here. Buffkin's checked in. Young looking around. Pass to CRAZZZZY. Throws it up high. And Okongwu slams it in.
And you can tell CRAZZZZY has a great basketball IQ. He spots the opening and delivers the pass on time.
And a great move by MP. Max got 21 in the game.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's CRAZZZZY. He's covered by Mack, and the basket is good.
Well, he has been pretty much unstoppable this quarter, and his team is thriving as a result.
And the dunk by MP.
Just an incredible night for MP. They have thrown multiple defenses at him, but he just keeps finding ways to score.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
Yeah, plenty of familiarity in this matchup. Last season, they were knocked out of the playoffs by this club. Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Mack, good.
So those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
From downtown, Young's shot is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Yeah, MP was not going to waste that opportunity, showing everybody what he's capable of off the dribble.
Pass to CRAZZZZY, and stolen by Kuzma. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on CRAZZZZY.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition. Oh, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
The Hawks trail by 4. Pass to CRAZZZZY. Here's Newell. Hawks passing it around. Here's Buffkin. Thomas covering. Shot clock at 2. Atlanta again missing. Nets leading by 4. Kuzma passes to MP. From past the arc. Drills it from outside. MP's got 31.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Pass to CRAZZZZY. Okongwu with a screen on Kuzma. And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist by CRAZZZZY. Okongwu's now got 6 points. The three from MP. And again for 3.
And his incredible shooting season continued.
Oh, up the history charts he climbs, GA. Now tied for 3rd all-time for threes in a season. Absolutely amazing.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Launches it. Connects again from distance.
The threes just don't stop with him. He's been a machine from beyond the arc ever since the start of the season.
He continues, doesn't he, to shoot his way up the history books and now sits solely by himself for 3rd most threes in a season. Okongwu finds CRAZZZZY. Sinks the three-pointer. CRAZZZZY's got 19 points.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
Connects from three-point range.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And that one's good, CRAZZZZY.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
And here's MP for 3. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Newell, and the powerful one-handed slam.
And hard to miss the wide-open man that time. Kudos to Young for finding him.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jokic. Santi Aldama comes in for Josh Hart. Whitehead's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Demon subbed in for Thomas. Then for the Hawks, Obo's checked in, and it's Johnson in for Young. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Yeah, he's averaging 80% from the line, and he has been as steady as they come at the strike.
Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for the Hawks. To the inside, Buffkin lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
A 3 from MP. Rebounded by the Hawks. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, you have to like their work.
So, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Here's Buffkin. He's covered by Matt. Here's CRAZZZZY.
Another one for CRAZZZZY. This young man from France has insane potential, and we are seeing a bit of it tonight.
So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Alexander Walker in at shooting guard and CRAZZZZY at the small forward. Then there's Newell, and it's Buffkin in at the point guard position. And he's good on the 3-ball.
It's just hard to believe that someone could perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Knocked away. Thomas with the steal by himself. And then Thomas with the dunk.
And for a guy that puts up a lot of tough shots, Thomas will gladly take the easy ones.
The Hawks trail by 8. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laporte.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Grizzlies delivered quite a performance. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. He was in attack mode all night. We saw that really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
Here's CRAZZZZY. No good again that time.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Here's MP. What a move, MP.
This young kid's got some ups. MP throwing it down.
The Hawks trail by 12. Pass to Buffkin. Nailed from three-point land. Buffkin's got 7 points for the quarter. Inside. Thomas kicks to MP. Five on the clock. Another bucket. Wow! That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. So, Tim, let me put you in a different hat here. If you're running an NBA franchise, would you rather build around a guard, wing, or a big man in today's NBA?
I think I'd go with the wing with size, a guy that can create his own offense and for which there is no great defensive matchup. Those guys, to me, are the ones that can help lead you to the promised land.
Well, that sounds like a good blueprint. And the Hawks making a change here. Young's checked in. Here's Newell. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Hart with the screen for MP. Shot on the wing, and he hits the jump shot. Max got 53.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Pass to Mobo. Young with no one around. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, this is one of the most fearless perimeter shooters in this league. Trae Young has the ultimate green light.
Hart wide open. He fired. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Got that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Alexander Walker. Here's MP. Trae Young grabs the miss.
Yeah, if you get that close to the rim, you have to capitalize. Tough to see him come up short there.
Pass to Thomas. And a wide open look for MP. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. MP's got 56 points in the game. And here's Young from the arc. Miss number 6 for him. He's made 2 of his 8 attempts.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Kuzma finds MP. The 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Young outside. Pass to Newell. Back to Young. And the rejection by MP. Now Kuzma. And here's MP for 3. And they'll get another chance. Back to Hart. MP outside. 5 to shoot. Jokic with a screen on Young. The drive by MP. Rebound by Alexander Walker.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Here's CRAZZZZY, guarded by Kuzma. Down low. Newell can't get it to go.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Love the energy that MP plays with. His young legs let him get to the open floor and finish it.
And the foul called on MP. So it's Brooklyn with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
When I look at Brooklyn, This team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things, and I gotta say they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but I gotta say they are making it look easy here in this early part of the season, at least. And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Brooklyn Nets.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
I wouldn't want to have to be out there trying to keep up with them. It's really difficult when he shows you this kind of energy offensively.
Kyle Kuzma is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Thomas. Then it's MP. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. The Hawks trail by 12. Young from outside. Rebounded by Hart.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
A three from MP. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Alexander Walker with the ball. Thomas is there. Young's shot is good.
And that corner three isn't a huge part of Young's game, but his accuracy can make it work.
Here's MP. Hits it again. Wow. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
It's stolen by Matt. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Shea, defended by Hart. To the paint. 4 on the clock. Okongwu picks the Young. And the Hawks with another 3.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Okongwu is now starting, Tim, and coming off the bench his first handful of seasons, I think got him ready for this role he's in right now.
He has been a good defender from day one, but his offensive game now...
Atlanta's shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Alexander Walker in at shooting guard and Shea at the small forward. Then there's Newell, and it's Mobo in at the center, filling out the middle. Jokic with the bucket.
Not always a huge part of Jokic's game, but the three-point shot, he's becoming more comfortable taking.
MP looking around. Rebounded by the Hawks. Mobo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Newell. Here's Alexander Walker. Offline with his 3. And the Hawks.
He was torching them from deep in the first half, but he has not made one here in the second.
There's a screen. to the wing right side. Atlanta again missing. And here's Mack now. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
And that one's good. CRAZZZZY. CRAZZZZY's got 30 points.
Well, as a team, they've been coming up short, but his pure scoring mentality as an individual has been unshakable.
MP, no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Newell. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
I love the shot selection from him right now. He's not settling, and that's why he's shooting at a very high rate.
And the foul called on MP. That's his 5th foul.
He's just trying to do too much. He's become sloppy with the basketball after a pretty clean first half.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Newell, good defense by MP.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
There's the triple, and the 3 ball is good. MP's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the fourth for the Nets.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Here's CRAZZZZY. Count it. CRAZZZZY's got 32 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And here's MP for 3. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The offensive rebound. Pass to CRAZZZZY. A second chance effort, and he makes that one. 34 points for CRAZZZZY.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
A 3 from MP. And it's CRAZZZZY with the rebound. So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
And another one. 71 points and no end in sight.
This young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Here's Buffkin. Pass to Newell. To the middle. Good ball movement here by the Hawks. Buffkin, no good.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from 3. Only had that 1 in the first half.
Here's CRAZZZZY. And the call on the... And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
MP outside. Jokic sets the screen for MP. Into the lane, and MP throws it down.
It's a nice take by MP. Those legs have a lot of life in them.
Here's CRAZZZZY. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well.
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was a guy I watched because he needed very little time.
Another strong game where you managed to outduel one of the top scorers in the league. What does this performance say about you?
You know, it shows that I'm a force to be reckoned with in this league. I'm not trying to brag, but honestly, it feels like no one can stop me right now. I'm too nice with it. I'm a problem.
MP, I have to say you are buzzing. You seem to have a lot of energy for having played so many minutes.
Yeah, that's just conditioning. Thanks a lot, though. I'll see you next time.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. So long, everyone.
See, I just caught that one with the last check.
Oh, nice. Hey, apparently your social videos are doing so well that they're willing to pay extra just to mention their name during the post-game interview.
Wait, if the videos are doing so well, why do they need me to mention them during a TV interview? Like, real talk, no one my age even watches post-game.
Well, yeah, but they do watch the interviews as clips on social media. Anyhow, who cares why they want it? They want to write you a big fat check just to slip their name into an interview.
Okay. I mean, with this next check, I better be able to buy a house for my shoes.
You will. Now, you still have to actually win the game and score enough points to be the one they choose for the post-game interview. So.
Come on, Austin, I already got that.
All right. Well, look, just make sure you get some buckets tonight. They're obsessed with counting stats, especially points, but that's why they chose you. Am I right?
Hey, these deals is why I chose you.
Have a good game.
Appreciate it, Austin. Oh, yeah. Definitely getting that.
Underlying art. You didn't like it? No, I didn't. Well, forget about taking the light for now.
Big game, third row.
Yeah. Good luck next time.
Which part? So my family is really...
He about to tear the roof off.